today, former White House chief strategist Steve Bannon is kind of back in the arena now, and he was at a gathering for a right-wing French National Party overseas. Take a listen to what was said.
Let them call you racist.
Laissez-vous appeler raciste.
Let them call you xenophobes.
Mais laissez-vous appeler xénophobes.
Let them call you nativist.
Laissez-vous les appeler nativistes.
Wear it as a badge of honor, because every day we get stronger and they get weaker.
All right, so in between that translation, I think the message was very clear, John. So that is quite the message. What does this mean for the White House? Is it a reflection of the White House? Even though he is former strategist, it's difficult to put some distance between the strategist, the message, and the White House, is it not?
Well, I think President Trump pretty openly separated himself when he got in a spat with Steve Bannon. But look, Steve's points are not incorrect. As a Republican that runs elections, we're routinely called racists in every name under the sun. I think Steve's point, I didn't see the whole clip, but Steve's point, I would imagine, is that while they're distracted, calling you a racist and a xenophobe and a homophobe, we're talking about the issues that voters care about, like the economy, like taking care of our vets. And you've got to stay focused and not get distracted with the sideshow of calling people names.
Dave, is that how you see it?
No, I mean, this is no different from the rhetoric that we saw from Steve Bannon and Donald Trump in the 2016 campaign. He is a carbon copy of the Steve Bannon we saw just a year and a half ago, and a carbon copy of Steve Bannon that we saw in the White House. He is a racist, as is President Trump, and that is why Donald Trump has been president for a year and a half and has not been able to unify this country and move us forward. And he's moving us backwards by exploiting the racism in this country.
And Dave's making my point exactly. If I had a nickel for every time a Democrat called me a racist, I'd be a very wealthy man on that alone. But Republicans have to stay focused on message. And every time you get called a racist or a homophobe or some other kind of name, it has the ability to take us off message. And that's very tempting to go and defend ourselves because those accusations are terrible.
But they're factual. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, but some of the language was born from very specific events, as opposed to a blanket statement about all conservatives or all Republicans. And I know, Ariva, we invited you to be the legal mind on the Stormy Daniels, but would you like to weigh in on this as well?
Yeah, you know, I listened to that clip, Fred, and we didn't hear the entire clip, but what Bannon said was wear those names as a badge of honor. He didn't say don't get distracted when Democrats or people call you a racist or a xenophobe. He said wear it as a badge of honor. And I think that's the problem that we're seeing with this president. They do wear it as a badge of honor. And it's not just the words, it's the actions that support the words that have caused the division in the country, which has caused the regression that we've seen with respect to civil rights and social justice issues. So it's not just the words, John, it's the actions of this president, it's the actions of the Justice Department under Jeff Sessions that has this country so divided along racial lines.